you talk about? It is about your mother. That's it means. What's your ass? Where you talk about? You can't beat me no time. You know that. You know no raggedy ass little shorts you got on. You can't beat me. You know that. You're just doing this for the camera, so do your big one.
This is exactly what I did.
It all started like a normal day on the set of Love and Hip Hop, but nobody could have expected the storm that was about to hit. 1 minute, everything was calm, lights were being set, makeup was getting touched up, and cast members were sipping their drinks. But the next minute, Spice walked in with that look, the kind of look that says something dangerous is coming. The room felt heavy, like everybody could feel something bad was about to go down. And baby, it did. A private video had leaked in the cast group chats. It wasn't just any video, it showed Bambi and her ex-boyfriend doing things that were way too intimate for a PG setting. But here's the kicker. That ex wasn't just anybody, he was Spice's ex. The same man she had once said broke her heart and sent her to therapy. This wasn't just betrayal. It was a deep cut. And when Spice found out that Bambi had not only been sneaking around with him, but had also recorded it, it was over. The moment Spice stepped close to Bambi, everyone held their breath. The silence was so loud, you could hear people swallow. And then boom, all hell broke loose. Spice went straight for Bambi, and it wasn't no reality TV slap. This was a full fight. Hair was flying, nails were scratching, people were yelling, security was running in. And what did Spice scream? You really thought you could do this, behind my back? After everything I told you about him, see, most people didn't know, but Spice and Bambi were close. They weren't just castmates, they were like sisters. That's why this hurt even more. It wasn't just about a man, it was about trust, loyalty, respect, and Bambi. She didn't even look sorry. She stood there with her arms folded, acting like she was expecting it, like she had already planned how she'd react. And then, she mumbled the words that broke everything. Don't be mad that he came back to the real one. That pushed Spice over the edge. Security had to grab her before she landed another punch. But it wasn't over. Oh no, that was just round one. After the chaos settled, Spice didn't cry. She didn't leave. She calmly walked to her stylist, fixed her ponytail, and said, now she knows not to play in my face. Cameras were still rolling. Producers looked terrified. Crew members were whispering. And fans. Baby, the internet exploded. Blurry videos of the fight hit TikTok. You could hear screams, see wigs flying, and even spot a shoe landing across the room. #SpiceFeesBambi was trending in under an hour. But let's rewind for a second because it gets worse. Sources say it was Bambi herself who leaked the video. Not to hurt Spice, but to show off. To prove that she won, she wanted the world to know that while Spice was busy making music, she had been making something else, a bedroom tape. But if that was her move in a game of chess, Spice flipped the whole board. She came back the next day with her phone in hand, walked into the glam room, slammed it on the table, and said, y'all think I'm crazy. Watch this. Then she hit play. And there it was, clear footage of Bambi and the ex in a hotel room. You could see it all. No denying. No confusion. And the date. Just 2 weeks ago. That's when Bambi's whole face changed. Her voice shook, but she tried to lie. That's old footage, she said. He's in my past. But Spice wasn't having it. She pointed at the screen and said, that's a July 15th Uber Eats bag in the corner. Don't lie to me. The room went dead quiet. But then someone unexpected jumped in, Mena. Sipping her tea, she said, girl, you've been lying, to all of us. Playing innocent while sneaking around. Now it was chaos again. Cast members were yelling. People started pulling out their phones, zooming into the video to find proof. A tattoo on Bambi's shoulder matched her look from last week. It was clear as day. She couldn't deny it anymore. That's when Bambi snapped. So what if I hooked up with him? I'm single. I don't owe anyone anything. But Spice stood right up in her face, voice shaking. You ain't just playing with men, you're playing with my name. I defended you, and this is what you do behind my back. Security stepped in again, but it was too late. The damage was done. Spice revealed she had more. A folder full of videos, different days, same ex. And she screamed, this ain't a mistake. This is a docu-series. Bambi tried to fight again. Wigs were snatched. Chairs flew, and Carly Red was in the corner yelling, y'all about to ruin my lashes with all this mess. Producers panicked. Cameras cut, set shut down. Lights off. Trailers locked. But the real twist, Spice said she knew who leaked the first video. To her, someone in the crew had access to Bambi's cloud backup. This wasn't a mistake. It was a setup, a digital betrayal, a full-blown trap. And baby, that was just the beginning. The next morning, the internet was burning. Tweets, memes, videos, TikToks. Everything was about Spice and Bambi. The hashtag Spice vs Bambi was all over the place. Fans were fighting in the comments like it was a battle royale. Some were saying, Spice was wrong for attacking her castmate, while others believed she had every right to lose it over the betrayal. And guess what? People were still sharing that leaked video in private DMs and shady gossip groups. Even blogs started making full timelines of the beef, breaking it down like a true crime case. But where was Bambi? Nowhere. Her Instagram story was blank. Comments disabled. She was completely silent. Word was, her PR team was working around the clock, trying to calm things down, but it was too late. The storm had already started. But just when things couldn't get messier, Bambi's ex, the same man from the video, popped up out of nowhere. He went on Instagram Live, shirtless, sipping a drink like he was unbothered. And what did he do? He played Spice's music in the background like it was all a big joke. He said, "I ain't mean to get nobody in trouble. What happens between grown folks stays between grown folks." Unless Spice got Wi-Fi, baby. The internet lost its mind. Reactions poured in. Fans were shocked. Even Tasha K and DJ jumped in, breaking it down piece by piece. Then came the twist. Mimi Faust, yes, the OG, posted one word on Twitter. Deserved. That one tweet lit the match all over again. Fans started wondering if Mimi knew something ahead of time. Did she know Bambi was messy, or was she just adding more fuel to the fire? Either way, that one word made things explode again. But back to the set. With the cameras off and trailers locked, VH1 was panicking. This wasn't just a fight. This was a full scandal. Contracts were being reviewed. Lawyers were called. Producers were trying to figure out who leaked what and whether. They were about to get sued, because if the rumors were true, that someone in production had access to Bambi's cloud and purposely leaked those videos to Spice, this wasn't just drama anymore. This was a legal situation. An inside job. A real betrayal. Meanwhile, Spice wasn't backing down. She went live on her own account, fire in her eyes, voice shaking with anger, but every word was clear. She didn't name Bambi, but everybody knew who she was talking about. "Some y'all need to close them legs, even when the camera's on," she said. "Disrespect me again, and I'll show the raw version. No blur." Baby, that wasn't a threat, that was a promise. She was ready to expose everything if pushed again. But right after, Bambi clapped back with her own message, a black screen on her story with just one sentence: "Keep lying. Let's see who really gets exposed." It was like watching two armies send warning shots before the final war. And let's not forget the man in that video. That was the same guy Spice once cried about during filming. The same one she told Bambi about during a private off-camera talk. So, if what Spice said was true, Bambi didn't just break girl code, she threw it in the trash and set it on fire. But things got even darker? An anonymous crew member told a gossip blogger that Spice had known about the hookup for a while. She had seen Bambi and the ex meeting on set, possibly even caught them on hidden security cameras. So, was this all planned? Did Spice wait for the perfect moment to go off? Was the leak part of a long game? Some fans say yes, some say no, but one thing's clear. Spice didn't come unprepared. And baby, she's not done. Sources say she has more receipts. A second video, voice notes, even text messages that haven't dropped yet. If those come out, this drama will go from bad to worse. And guess what? Both women have now been temporarily suspended from filming while VH1 figures out what to do. Lawyers are involved. HR is involved. Even executives are panicking. Because now, Bambi might file charges, not just for the fight, but for the leaked footage. If it was Spice who shared that clip, we're talking about privacy violations, defamation, and maybe even revenge content, which could mean real jail time. But does Spice care? Not at all. She's still posting, still replying to comments, still throwing shade. In fact, she teased a new diss track on her story. The caption, "You thought it was over. Watch this." And baby, that diss track preview had fans screaming. Meanwhile, Bambi is still quiet, but insiders say she's getting legal help. She might sue Spice, VH1, or even the person who leaked her cloud footage. Because, if what's being said is true, her privacy was destroyed on purpose. But let's talk about the fans. Some are with Spice all the way. They say she was hurt, betrayed, and had every right to react. Others say Bambi may have crossed a line, but the fight and the leak were too much. Either way, nobody can look away. This moment is already legendary. Meme pages are flooded. Fans are reenacting the scene. YouTubers are breaking down every second. And guess what? VH1 may have suspended the ladies, but they're not cutting the storyline. Why? Because this is ratings gold. Word is, producers are rushing to create a reunion episode just to talk about this drama. Imagine it, Spice and Bambi face to face. No filters, no security, just truth, tears, and maybe another round of shade. Will they fight again? Will they cry? Or will someone drop another video? We don't know. But one thing's clear. This ain't over, not even close. The line has been crossed. The gloves are off. And now, both women are fighting for something bigger than a man. They're fighting for their pride, their name, and their spot on the throne. And baby, in this world of love, betrayal, and cameras, only one queen can